Good morning. Welcome to week 3 of Vlogmas and my weekly reading vlog of a very merry readathon. I am excited to get into this. It is now Tuesday. So let's get into it. Okay, so first to recap, I have read 4 books since the readathon started for a very merry readathon. I have read 2 books which I read in my last vlog, so if you would like to hear my thoughts at the very end of that one, which is A Christmas Carol and The Cricket on the Hearth by Charles Dickens. I read both of these novellas and they were really enjoyable. I really enjoyed them, so you can go over there for my thoughts, or to my mid-month wrap-up, so if you want to hear my thoughts on that as well. Another book I finished it yesterday. I had a really bad migraine day, so I just didn't do any filming. I just lay in bed in the dark. And then I read It Happened at Christmas by Kristen Krum. This is like a while you're sleeping meets Cinderella YA novel, and it was great. It was so much fun and such an easy read and very short. I really enjoyed this and I highly recommend it. I will talk more about it though when I have more time. And then I also read Dancing with Fireflies by Denise Hunter, I think, and it was good. It's been on my e-holds list for a while, so I finally picked it up and read it, and it was very wonderful. I will talk about it also later when I have more time. But I just wanted to quickly update and say I have read 4 books, 3 of which are here, and 1 of which is an ebook. So that's where I'm at right now for the Very Merry Readathon, and I'm bringing with me to work physically Born Supremacy. This is my intimidating book, so I will be reading that one hopefully this week. Gonna push through it, and yeah, can't think of anything else to update on right now, so we will update later on my lunch break when I'm not rushing to get ready for work. So I filmed my wrap-up earlier, but I forgot to update you for the vlog about the 2 books that I read. So we'll talk about them now. The first one was the first one was It Happened at Christmas by Kristen Krum. So this one was based on, definitely feels of While You Were Sleeping, the 1990s movie with Sandra Bullock. And it is about Murphy, who is a student. She's 18 years old at this boarding school, prep school. And she is basically put in this Cinderella position where she's going to school there, but she's just really treated awfully. And on the very last day, or the day everyone's going off to holidays, she sees one of her classmates named Trip, who is a real popular guy, jump off the train, everyone else is on, and he gets hurt. And so she, of course, gets an ambulance called, goes to the hospital with them, and her family, or not her family, his family thinks that she is his new girlfriend, and that's where the trouble all starts. So it was cute, very fun, Christmas romance. I gave it 4 stars. I enjoyed it, and I recommend it. Then the other one I read was Dancing with Fireflies by Denise Hunter. Now this one I feel like has gotten a lot of, according to Goodreads, has very good ratings. But at the same time, I want to kind of highlight something about it. So the premise of Dancing with Fireflies is that it's about this girl who, she's like 25 or something, and she was date raped, and then she got pregnant from it, and that happens within the first chapter to 2 chapters, and she doesn't report it, and she just goes home to her hometown, and that's where this story takes off. There's a romance involved, and it was a really well done romance, I thought. However, I have not experienced the situation that happened in the book, and I cannot speak to that experience and how true that would be. So that is something to know going in, trigger warning for. Also, I am interested to hear Owen's Voice's review of that. But then again, that's something that that's very personal, and people do not need to share that if they have gone through that traumatic experience. So, yeah. The 1-star and 2-star reviews have all commented on that, the lack of reflection time on that very traumatic event, and I could kind of see it. I did really enjoy the story though, so I did give it 4 stars, but I knocked 1 off for what I felt like was it kind of brushed over that content a little too much, but I also was unsure. So yeah, I'm not really sure about that, but I did really enjoy the story. It follows Jade as she is pregnant and going home, and Daniel, who is kind of like her brother's best friend, who's always loved her, and she does not see it, and so she slowly starts to find that she has feelings for him, and it's a great romance book. But then again, trigger warnings for date rape and all that, so yeah. And the rapist drugged her, so that's something else that's in there too at the beginning, so you'll know right away. Anyways, those are the 2 books I read yesterday, and I am going to maybe read tonight, maybe not, and I'm going to edit my mid-month wrap-up and post that for Thursday, and then yeah, maybe go to bed. I'm feeling tired tonight, but we'll see. I don't know what I'm doing tonight, but I wanted to make sure I told you what those 2 books were about. Good afternoon. It is now Wednesday. It was hard to remember that. I'm going to finally start Born Supremacy. I have been meaning to pick this up. So this is what I'm trying to try reading right now, my lunch break. And I also, I don't know. I was going to start continue in China Rich Girlfriend, and I just felt like not. So I started actually reading Christmas Glitter. I don't remember who it's by, maybe Anne Harrison. The picture's here. So that one's pretty good so far. I'm not very far into it, 10% maybe. And it's like really short, 200 pages, maybe 250. So I'm hoping to fly through that as well. But I'm going to start on this one, get some progress in, force myself to pick up a physical copy of a book. And then I'll get through some of this on my lunch break. So here's my plan for right now for my Wednesday lunch break. And then we'll see how the afternoon goes with work. Hopefully good. And then this evening, hopefully fun. So it is now Thursday night. I finished 1 more book. And I went book shopping. I got this one, To Dwell Among the Cedars by Colin Cassette. So that's for the Biblical Fiction Book Club Buffs book club pick. So that's going to be a book I read next year. I'm going to save it closer to the book club date. My hair. Anyways, so I finished Christmas Glitter by Anne Harris. This one was good. Christmas romance. Few things about it though. One thing that I didn't really like so much. Few things I really enjoyed. So the first thing I didn't like is that it kind of jumped in and all these plots were just like, it assumed you knew a lot more about the characters than you did, but it's the first book in a series. So I'm very confused as to if like this is a follow-up series to something else, because all of these characters had backstories, or the main family had backstories that I felt like I should have known, and I didn't know them, and I was very, like, when they were explaining their sections, I was very confused. But I did really enjoy lots of things. So, firstly, I really enjoyed the relationship between Dakota and Adam. They had a very, I feel like, authentic relationship, and also I feel like very realistic over the time frame that they had. And then I also really appreciated how Dakota had just gone through a serious accident several months before, and she had lost some nerves due to the damage in her hands, and she's a jeweler, so we got to see some real experience through that, numbness in her hand, and also how that impacted her work and also how Adam had to deal with that, meeting her and how to help her. And then Adam discovers that he has his own health problems and his own wrestling through that. And that was interesting as well. So I really enjoyed that. He is also a soccer player, and so that was part of it. And that was really fun too, the different dynamic of his soccer playing. And they're trying to save this little town hotel ballroom thing for Christmas. And it was great. So I highly recommend. I'm giving it 4 stars because I just felt like it was messy with the backstories, and if I can figure out why I should know so much about these characters, or why I should know why one character had foster parents and how these families are connected, then maybe I'd have it lower. But honestly, as a first book in a series, it was too messy for me to walk into it and know nothing, and then have suddenly this half amount of information given to me. But it was very confusing half information. So I don't know. Maybe as the books progress, which I am interested in picking up, they would continue on explaining those backstories. But at the same time, I did not need nearly enough that much information at the start. So anyways, that's my reading update for today. And then, yeah, we'll see where the day goes, or where tonight goes with reading. So it is like Saturday. I didn't vlog at all yesterday. I didn't feel like it. And honestly, I didn't read anything. And I feel like I'm kind of like, every time I come on, it's like, hey, I haven't finished a book yet. So I didn't want to do that. So basically, I have been reading. I am now almost like, I don't know, a third left of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I've been listening to that on audio. So I've just been powering through that. That's now my gold book for the Very Merry Readathon, as there's gold on the cover. And then I've changed up my intimidating book to China Rich Girlfriend, as it's taking me forever to finish, and I don't know why. I've tried reading Born Supremacy, and honestly, right now, it's not clicking. I read 30 pages, and I was like, I can't understand what's going on. So, and it's so much more complex than the movies. So it's not even like, watch the movie and you'll understand the book. Not at all. So yeah, that's basically that. I am going to the bookstore right now for hopefully a copy of the Three Musketeers. So I'm going to try finding a copy of that for a buddy read in January. And then, yeah, I'm not sure what else I'm going to pick up at the bookstore. Probably not too much. I'm hoping not too much. And then we'll see. I do need to maybe find a Christmas present for one more person, but I'm not sure if I'm going to find it today, maybe tomorrow. I have a bit of time still. It's not quite Christmas yet. So here's hoping, fingers crossed. So here we go. I don't know. We'll see what the day holds. And then tonight is dinner with my grandmother and a game. And then, yeah, that's kind of the end of it. So we'll see what all happens. No such luck. I found a lot of books though. I'll do a mini haul later. This is what happens. I never find the book I'm looking for, but I find a bunch of books. Anyways, I'm gonna go try another bookstore and maybe find Three Musketeers. If not, we'll call it a day and head back to the house for book organizing, cleaning, and then get ready for games night. So it is the end of, well, not the end of Saturday, but I'm gonna check in tomorrow. I'll let you know how far I get to, and tonight we'll see. I might just make the Very Merry Readathon an 8-day readathon and go all the way Sunday, just because I really want to finish up these books. So I have this much left of China Rich Girlfriend. I have been reading this one since the beginning of December. Why does it take me 3 weeks to read this book? I do not know why. It's good, but maybe it's like intimidating me now. I don't know why. And I'm kind of counting that as my intimidating read. So yeah, I have 160 pages left of this. So I'm gonna try and finish that. Then I have that much left of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. So that's about 200 pages. So I'm going to listen to that. So if I can finish those 2 tomorrow, then I'm going to have considered the Very Merry Readathon a win. I've already read 4 books for it, 3 books for it. No, 4. So still a win, but I'd like to do more. Sorry for the angle change probably, but we're going to do the haul now. So I picked up a lot of Agatha Christie. I think I got 5 Agatha Christie. So the first one I got was the Tuesday Club Murders. I collected these editions and I think they're gorgeous. So they all look very nice lined up like this. Don't know anything about this one. Don't know anything about Agatha Christie books, to be honest. I just know I love them. The other one I got was The Boomerang Clue, a Dell mystery. I've never heard of this one before. Looks interesting. So kind of has a map on it. This might be, if this is Murder on the Links, then I would have already read it, but I don't think it is. Then I found a few actually Mary Westmacott books by her. So this is her pen name. This one I picked up was Unfinished Portrait. So this is her writing romance. So completely different genre, and I've wanted to read more of her books like this. So I don't know anything about these ones. I've owned already Rose and the Yew Tree. So I now own Unfinished Portrait and The Burden. So I don't know anything about this one either. And Absent in the Spring. So all 3 Mary Westmacott novels by Agatha Christie. Then I got 2 beautiful leather-bound classics. I love these editions. They're just so great. So I first got Anne of Green Gables. So I love the Cloud Press edition. That's what these ones are, with the quotes and the words. It's just a unique take on a cover. And then I got Tarzan of the Apes and Return of Tarzan. So 2 books in 1 for this one. So very fun. I will be picking those up eventually. I do want to reread the Anne of Green Gables series. Maybe next year, maybe in the future. So that will be a good one to read with that. Then I found a few more books. I found In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. This I've heard is like a classic true crime. So if you like true crime, you need to read this one. And I had it from the library. I didn't get to it. And the people were like, you should have gotten to it. So I found it and I bought it. So I'm excited to pick it up eventually. I might try reading it soonish, whenever. Anyways, and then I found Little House in the Big Woods by Laura Ingalls Wilder. I'm trying to collect all of these books. I think I have 5 of these original books in the original series, but I do not buy them brand new. So that's a video for another day, potentially, why I refuse to buy these brand new. But I am excited to own all these. I do really treasure these books. So got that one at the used bookstore. And then the book I had been looking for, The Count of Monte Cristo, not The Count of Monte Cristo, The Three Musketeers by Alexandre Dumas. This one looks reasonable, but this copy is 720 pages. So quite accurate to what it's supposed to be, I think. The first bookstore had like a 300-page copy, so that's definitely abridged, in my opinion. I have potential plans to buddy read this next year, so I wanted to pick up a copy to track my progress in. Even if I do read it physically, ebook-wise or audiobook, I like to have a physical copy. Anyways, so that was my book haul for the day. Didn't mean to buy that many books, but I did. So, as always, here we go. Yeah, so basically I'm gonna, I don't know, get some sleep, focus on these 2 books, and hopefully finish one of them tonight. I don't plan on finishing Harry Potter tonight. It's not enough hours in the day to finish it, but I would like to finish it by tomorrow. So that's my plan for that one. And I was kind of counting it for gold on the cover. So, and then this one, yeah, Intimidating Reads. It's taken me forever to get through, and I am hoping it's not too long. So yeah, plans for the night, tidy, go to sleep, things like that. Anyways, I'll check in tomorrow because I don't think I'll check in again tonight. I'll check in tomorrow on how I did. I'm hoping we have enough natural light for this. Otherwise I'll turn on my ring light, but I'm hoping not. Anyways, it is Sunday, 12:10. I always have a slow start to the morning on the weekends, so sorry. But we're gonna talk about what I've read, because I've read a lot, actually. I didn't expect to finish so much, but I did. So I finished, let me see if I can pull it out. I finished Tiny Rich Girlfriend. Finally, it took me 20 days to read this book. I don't know why. I'm giving it 4 stars, so it was good. I just don't know why I couldn't focus on it. And I'm really thinking it's a Naomi problem and not a book problem kind of idea, because it was good. And I think the thing is about this is that it's a lot more serious than Crazy Rich Asians, and this is the sequel to that. I should take my bookmark out. It's a lot more serious than Crazy Rich Asians is, and because it follows Nick and Rachel as they go to China and meet her father, who who never knew she existed until her wedding day, essentially, or just before her wedding day. And then it's a little crazy because then, like, the people that she meets, it's all very tied together, and it's very depressing in some ways, but it's also like showing how wealth does not bring happiness, and true personalities come out at times. There was a little mysterious element in here, and I was so tempted to count for Cloak and Dagger Christmas, but I'm not, because it's not a mystery. But yeah, so no, it was good. So it follows Nick and Rachel as they go to China, meet her father, but then they also meet her half-brother and his friend or girlfriend, however you look at it, as they don't have labels on their relationship. And it just goes from there. You also see different characters from the first book pop up and their storylines as well, which is all very interesting. I am intrigued to continue on and read book 3. So it was really good. I just don't know why it took me 20 days. So there we go. Read and finished finally. So that's my intimidating book, because for some reason I could not get through it. It was great though. When I was reading, I was enjoying it, and then when I put it down, I just was struggling to pick it back up or get through it. I don't know. Anyways, so that's that. I am also through, let's see, I am 100 pages from the end of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. So I'm gonna finish listening to that today, as an extended day to listen to my gold book for the Very Merry Readathon. Or we'll just say that I didn't finish that challenge, and that's fine. That's fine. 6 out of 7 or 5 out of 6 challenges is fine. It's good, because none of the books I read had gold on it whatsoever, which is crazy. Anyways, so I'm enjoying this one. It's a reread, and I'm going to count this one for Cloak and Dagger Mystery, or Cloak and Dagger Christmas, because if you would have never read this before, there is a mysterious element of where is this going, this pull quest of Lord Voldemort, and how does this thing resolve itself, and how do they stop him? What has he done? Especially with this book, there is a mysterious element going on. So, and with Draco Malfoy, this whole mysterious plot line, I'm counting it as a mystery. So that, or mysterious element at least. And then I finished, let me move over a bit so I can put the picture here, Winter's Secret by Lynn. Now this one is actually 18 years old, and I did not realize that when I picked it up. I thought it was great. I'm giving it 4 stars. It was wonderful. It was so good. It follows Wendy, who is a nurse, and she goes around the small little town, and she is, I don't know, she's like a traveling nurse kind of thing. So let me give you the premise for this book, first of all. So the idea is that in this town, there are a bunch of robberies happening whenever these seniors are being taken to stay overnight in a clinic for observation. And Wendy is the person who is taking these seniors, because she is a traveling nurse, to the clinic to be watched. So, by the doctor. And to make sure that's clear. So she is the one who's taking them to the clinic. And then when she takes them overnight for observation, the next day when they get home, their house has been burglarized, all their money has been stolen from their house. So there's a new sheriff in town, always is, and he has suddenly has to deal with this problem of all of these burglaries happening and all these people being terrified to leave their home, but then also this burglar is going to start getting bolder, and there's this pattern happening where he starts, or he or she at least, is consistently breaking into homes whenever someone's not there. It's very suspenseful. Now, this is a Christian suspense romance novel. I did not realize, well, maybe not romance heavy. It is romantic heavy though, actually. Never mind that. I did not realize it was a Christian novel until I was like 50%, not 50%, like 50 pages in, and I was like, this seems Christian, and it is. So that was a very nice surprise. So I'm excited to pick up more from this series, actually. Anyways, it was so great because this sheriff is really trying to solve these problems, while at the same time, so the sheriff's name is Rod, and then Wendy is trying to keep all of her patients safe while also trying to help Rod, because she is the connection, because every time she takes a patient, that's when that patient's home gets robbed. So she is the connection between all these burglaries. And so she doesn't know how to help, but she also doesn't want anyone else to get hurt or anyone to get hurt at all because of this situation. So it's a really interesting dilemma. I really liked their pairing up. I loved the romance aspect. I loved the suspense, the mystery. It was great. Small town, full of winter vibes, super cold feeling. And I read it, I started it last night because I couldn't fall asleep, and I finished it this morning. So it was great. Really recommend. And I can't believe it was written in 2002. I didn't even realize that until they were like, one of the characters in the book was like, these cell phones are pretty cool, huh? And I was like, that's a weird statement to say. And they had mentioned pagers before, but I was like, that's a little normal. Little abnormal, but nothing crazy. And then I looked it up and it's 18 years old. So anyways, funny. So yeah. And then also, I guess kind of reading update for the week. I tried this not the right time. I'm not able to focus on the plot, and these are very plot heavy, detailed heavy plots. So I'll save this for another day. So let's get the board set up for our clue reveal cards. So far we have the study, which gave us the lounge and Mrs. Peacock, and the conservatory. So this one was for the Murdoch Mysteries book. This one, so far we have the conservatory for the Agatha Christie Book Club, which gave us the wrench and the rope. Next we have which one was it? The kitchen for Small Town. Let me find my paper. Here we go. And we have the lead pipe and the conservatory. So I will mark those off. So here is our new scoreboard since I've lost my old card. And there we go. So as soon as I finish Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, I will be able to open up the billiard room in place of Born Supremacy, as it's the next book in the series. And then I also have a bunch of other books that I need to get to. Let's talk about those. All right. We're going to talk about the books that I have left to read for this game. As it's the end of the month, or end of this vlog, we have a lot of rooms left to open. 6 rooms. And I'm like a little panicky. Well, one of the books is this one, so it's fine. 5 books left. So one of them is An Unwanted Guest by Sherry Lampina. And now I found my card. Anyways, so I need to read this one. It's short. I read it before. I'm hoping I'll fly through it. I have time off over Christmas. So we're gonna hopefully get time done. Next, I have added, since my TBR, The Mystery of the Blue Train, so my Agatha Christie. So this will be for the lounge, as this one is for the dining room. And then I have Death Wears a Mask for the ballroom. And I have not started this, but I have an ebook of it. I also have an ebook of this one. So I have a couple ebooks. I also have an ebook of Why Kill the Innocent. And this one is for the hallway. And then I have Home Before Dark, which the dust jacket is off, which is for the library. Although I could already count the library as the Agatha Christie book club if I really wanted to, and I don't finish this. I think I can get all of the clues if I don't double, like if I double up, but I really don't want to, so I'm gonna try not to. So, as crazy as I am, I'm crazy. That's what I want to finish this month, along with a couple other ones. But basically, I'm going to finish off Harry Potter today. And then I also want to definitely make progress because I have fallen behind on my buddy read of Mary Barton. So I need to catch up on that today. And I also would like to maybe read The Greek Escape for the Christmas Create Your Own Adventure readathon, or holiday readathon. This is one of those for that. So that would be really good to get that one done. Although I do have an ebook for it, so I might be able to read it easily tomorrow and then after I'm at work. But yeah, I have a lot of reading plans. I'm hoping to get some reading done in after Christmas. So that will mostly be my mysteries, since I want to finish off the Christmas romance books before Christmas. I think that's when the readathon ends. So however it goes. Anyways, that's my update. I am gonna jump back into reading, get ready, because in a little while, like half hour, there will be a Christmas play that I'm gonna watch. So I'm gonna watch that after I read for maybe a half hour, and then we'll see what happens.
Roast potatoes, puddings with raisins.
So it is like 11:15 on Sunday night. I wanted to wrap this up before I get busy with life tomorrow. So here we are. This is my second time filming this, as the first time I thought I had read 4 books. I have actually read 6 books this week. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I guess I didn't think about the other books I read. With my migraines, my memory doesn't always stay strong. So I just forgot that I finished 2 other books. So let's get into it. So the things I finished this week. I finished Dancing with Fireflies by Denise Hunter. I talked about that earlier in the video at the very beginning. That was like one of the first things I talked about. And I gave it 4 stars. It was a good romance, Christian romance, but it did deal with date rape and those kind of things, so I didn't give it 5 stars. I'm not sure how that relates to real experiences. So there's that. I also read It Happened at Christmas. I have since lent my copy to my mom, since she loves While You Were Sleeping, which is what this book is basically in book format. So thought it was great, gave it 4 stars. It's YA While You're Sleeping meets Cinderella. It's great. Then I read Christmas Glitter by Anne Harrison. So this one I thought was really good, actually. I really enjoyed it. I liked how it was showing pain rep, chronic pain rep as the main character. She has gone through an accident. She had an accident and her hand is numb, and so it also has like pain shooting through it. Thought that was very great to see in a book. And I also really loved the romance, the Christmas elements, and her decorating things. She had a very unique job as a jeweler. Thought that was great. Highly enjoyed it. Then we get to the physical books that I own. Although I didn't read any of these physically this week. I think I read them all like on ebooks, essentially. I don't know. It just works for me. So I read China Rich Girlfriend by Kwan. I finally finished it, as we discussed a lot. I kept planning on reading it this month, and I finally got it done. Yay for me. So, I'm giving it 4 stars still. It was good, and it's still sitting with me. It's just not as silly or crazy as the first one is. A lot more sad in a lot of ways. There's that one. I also finished today Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. So I have been listening to this audio. I popped it on. This is my gold on the cover. You know, one day late. It's okay. Oh yeah, and I switched up this for my intimidating book since it took me forever to read. Anyways, yeah, no, I enjoy this book. I have been meaning to read this series all year, and I never picked it up again, so I might fit in the last book, like for the last week or and a half. I don't know. I have the audiobook, so we'll see. All right. And then next, I think there's one more book that I finished. I just need to figure out what it was. Yes, Winter's Secret by Lynn. I finished this one, 4 stars. Great suspense, Christian suspense, romance book between a sheriff and a nurse. So good. And it was 20 years old. It's like 20 years old, and it aged pretty well in my opinion. So that's pretty good. There were a few things, but it's 20 years old. You gotta expect that. And then what I'm in the middle of. So since I have finished those, I have ebooks for almost everything left on my TBR. And I really want to get these done because I realized that the Create Your Own Holiday Readathon ends on Christmas. So I'm trying to power through this one, and I have an ebook of it, but my ebook puts me at like 72 pages in a physical book. So I have a lot to go. My goal is to finish this tomorrow. You'll see in the next vlog if I do it or not. Probably not, but you can see me try. The other book I'm in the middle of is The Mystery of the Blue Train by Agatha Christie. So I am halfway through that one. Also have an ebook of this. I would like to get this done so I can film my final Agatha Christie video of the year. So that's kind of why I'm in the middle of 2 of them actively right now. And then once I finish these, I kind of want to get into the rest of my books on my TBR, but I want to finish these first. So we'll see how much I can get done tomorrow. I also have to edit this whole vlog, and I have no idea how it is. I haven't even started it yet. I've been really good so far this month with like starting the editing process early, and I haven't done that yet to this week, so yay. It's gonna be a journey. Anyways, so I read 6 books. I'm in the middle of 2 more, and yeah, it's been a pretty good reading week, surprisingly. I was in the middle of several books though that I finished off this week. Or was I? No, I wasn't, because I was only in the middle of China Rich Girlfriend. I started everything else this week, so that's pretty incredible. This is the only one that I was like 50% of the way into at the beginning of the week, so that's a really high number of pages I read. Wow. Okay, anyways, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this vlogmas vlog. Please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you would like to for more content from me. I will see you on Thursday, Christmas Eve, for the beginning of Bookmas. I am doing the 12 days of Bookmas, so I will be putting out 1 video every day for 12 days. So that will be starting out on Christmas Eve. So please keep your eye out for that. We'll be starting off with my most disappointing books of the year, and then you'll get some more interesting videos along the way. So I hope you stick around for those. Anyways, I hope you're having a great Christmas, December, wherever you are, and I'll see you next time in another video. Bye for now.